MESHA is an engine for curriculum improvement. It highlights what's going well and also the easiest wins for improvement in your curriculum to make it more robust. This is designed from its very outset to deliver useful, fine-grained formative assessment information. At the moment, for most subjects, it's only year 12 where you really get any kind of sense of how your students are going compared to students in another school. That's too late. By the time you've got that information, that group of students has left. You might be able to improve things for the next group of students, but you can't for those students. The goal of MESHA is to roll out comparative judgment at scale. Have those comparisons between schools at much earlier points, more frequently, so we can check in with each other and see how our students are going on particular questions compared to other students in the state or similar students in the state. If you have data that turns around really quickly, which is one of the key points about the MESHA project, you know, a week, 2 weeks later, what you can work on. And if you want to work on that with that particular group of students, picking off those low-hanging fruits straight away. So it's 45 minutes, so it should fit within a regular maths lesson. All students sit the same assessment at the same time, so you know you're comparing students at the same point of their school career with each other. So by having a narrow window, we know we're comparing students at the same time. We know that they've had the same number of years and months of education, and we also know that we can get this information back quickly so we can do something with it. That formative information can be fed into the teaching of those students in the coming weeks and months. What MESHA aims to do is not to say, generally what's going well and generally which classes are doing well and generally which teachers seem to be more effective. It's trying to find the reasons behind those differences by honing in on specific elements of the curriculum, which then becomes information that you can actually do something with. The point is that it's formative. If you know that expanding brackets, for instance, as a maths teacher, is something that kids in other schools seem to be able to do better than kids in our school, then you know that's the low-hanging fruit, that's the bit of the curriculum that we should focus on improving, making sure our kids can expand brackets. You know that that's a useful, fruitful place to spend your time because you know that similar kids elsewhere are able to do that. So that's a tractable issue. That's a problem that you can solve. Whereas if you just know just the range of performance within your own school, you don't know which things you should target and which things are actually quite challenging for everyone and are going to be a harder slog. This gives you additional information. So the interface that you get with the results is simple, it's straightforward. We've got a list of questions, we've got how the students in this school, what the average was, we've got the average for all the schools that took the assessment, and then you can look through the different questions. There's no codex that you need to understand your way around the filtering this, that, and the other. And it's all designed to be as straightforward as possible and give you that very simple comparative information so you can start talking about how you taught those specific concepts. I firmly believe that if you get teachers together to talk about the detail of exactly what they're teaching, how they're teaching it, and why, that's much more profitable. That means that you get that transfer of expertise from the more expert teachers to maybe the graduate teachers or teachers that are struggling a little bit more.